Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
At this point, though, when the police are there the first and then the second time, is Ms. Graywin indeed in the apartment?
Yes, she was.
Where?
She was in the bathroom closet.
You have everything cleaned up at that point, too?
Yes.
Where's the baby?
On the bed next to Will.
Shocking new details in court today, followed by some confusion in the afternoon. William Haines is on trial for being a co-conspirator in the murder of 22-year-old Savannah Graywind.
Haines' then-girlfriend, Brooke Cruz, is serving a life sentence for Savannah's murder. Took the witness stand today. Valley News Team's crime and safety reporter Bailey Hurley is here with the very latest. Bailey?
Mike, Andrea, Brooke Cruz revealed gruesome moments before Savannah Graywind's death this morning as she took the witness stand. Cruz testified that Haines told her in early August 2017 that she needed to produce a baby, which made Cruz think that she, quote, better have a baby, and it didn't matter how she got it. This was all because Cruz had convinced Haines earlier that year that she was pregnant despite having her tubes tied. Cruz says on August 19th, she went downstairs and asked Savannah to help her with a sewing project. When Savannah came up, an argument started and Cruz pushed Savannah, making her hit her head on the bathroom sink and fall to the ground. Cruz says that's when she grabbed a utility knife from her desk drawer.
I started cutting the baby out.
Is she still unconscious during this time?
No, she woke up. I continued cutting, and then I reached in and took the baby out.
Cruz says Haines got home from work soon after she pulled the baby out. She says he then walked into the bathroom and found a bloody mess.
And he was like, what the f*** is she alive? And I said, I don't know. Please help me. Came back in his underwear with a rope. He put the rope around her neck and he pulled it tight. And he said, if she wasn't dead before, she is now.
Cruz says Haines later hollowed out a dresser and hid Savannah's body inside until he later dumped it in the Red River. Now, the afternoon session ended with a lot of people asking what's going on, as the session was delayed over an hour. And when we were let back into the courtroom, new information surfaced involving a fellow inmate of Cruz. The inmate says Cruz told her that she strangled and killed Savannah herself because she found out Savannah and Haines were having an affair and that Savannah's baby might be his. Now, Cruz adamantly denied these claims, saying she's never talked about this case with anyone. And prosecutors brought it to the court's attention that the inmate, Miss Robinson, has multiple false information charges against her. Mike, Andrea.
All right, thanks, Bailey. And with just 2 witnesses to go, this case could be in the hands of the jury by week's end or sooner.
After a slow start, the afternoon temps warmed up, making it a pretty nice fall day. And Hutch, now let's add some rain into the mix.
Yeah, some of our western counties seeing some showers and a few rumbles of thunder out there. Most of this activity is moving out of the central part of North Dakota. It's coming with some wind as well. The heaviest showers southeast North Dakota near the South Dakota border. These are drifting southeast at about 25 miles per hour. So from the Harvey County, Wells County area in towards Stutzman County, a chance for some sprinkles. Fargo, I think, misses the brunt of the rain chances this evening as temperatures slip quickly into the 40s. But look out for some possible frosty conditions in the Northern Valley. Details in your forecast here in a few minutes.
Thanks, Hutch.
A lady from Fergus Falls got her driver's license with the right information on it, but the wrong picture, a man's photo. She's concerned her information could be in the hands of a criminal. Valley News Team's Maddie Gelseth reports on how this can happen, especially to Minnesotans with a real ID.
Well, I don't have a goatee, and yeah, that's not my signature, that's his. And he's not 5'2" and a female, and he doesn't look like he has brown eyes. And I doubt he's 117 pounds, but I'm not positive on that.
Laura Braun received this ID in the mail. At first she thought it was humorous, but then she was concerned.
Wow, if it gets in the wrong hands, something like this, the other way around, you could possibly be in trouble for something that you didn't do.
Braun says the worst part is no one from the state's Driver and Vehicle Services Division contacted her or the man on her ID and told them of this mix-up.
I have to go back in and take a new picture and redo an application, so I have to bring in my birth certificate again because it's a Class A license.
Both Best and Braun hopes Minnesota will do a day of license, which will hopefully fix issues like this from ever happening again.
The possibility to be able to get your driver's license right then and there is the safest way to go about that.
The DVS says of the 1.65 million licenses processed by them, there's usually 10 or fewer errors each month.
If it could happen to me, something like this, it could happen to anybody.
In Fergus Falls, Maddie Jalseth, Valley News Live.
Braun has waited about a week and says she still hasn't received her driver's license. Best says he hasn't gone in yet to get the problem fixed.
8 people are now behind bars after large drug busts spanning 3 counties in our region. 10 people were taken into custody over the past few weeks, all in connection with those busts. Authorities also seized large amounts of meth, prescription opiates, guns, money, drug baggies, drug paraphernalia, and a digital scale. These suspects come from Monaga, Sabika, Wadena, Motley, Staples, and Perham. For a list of their names and charges, visit valleynewslive.com and click on this story.
We have more information tonight on the arrest of a man suspected of gunning down another man outside of Fargo McDonald's. Officers arrested 44-year-old Miguel Cooley Sr. of Moorhead at 7:40 last night, just west of Rochester, Minnesota. Authorities believe Cooley shot and killed 20-year-old Gabriel Perez early Sunday morning. Later that evening, Perez's uncle told police that he found a note on Perez's room with Cooley's wife's number on it. The uncle says he called her and that she said she felt guilty and responsible for Perez's death. Investigators say Cooley Sr. may have become jealous over a relationship between his wife and Perez.
A garage and pickup truck suffered major damage after a fire in South Fargo today. The call came in just before noon of black smoke billowing into the Fargo sky. A viewer sent us videos and photos of the fire in the alley at 615 9th Avenue South. There were 5 to 6 sections to the garage, which the battalion chief said made it more difficult to battle the flames. Still, crews got it out quickly, and we're still waiting on a cause. No injuries have been reported at this time.
Scammers are calling again in the FM area. This time, they're using numbers from the Cass County Sheriff's Office to try and reel you in. Authorities say they claim that either your grandson is in jail and you need to buy gift cards to bail him out, or that there's a warrant out for your arrest and you'll be arrested unless you provide gift cards as a source of payment. If you're unsure any call is legit, contact local authorities.
A Moorhead woman has some questions after getting 2 packages in the mail that she never ordered. They came with loofahs, a back scrubber, some hooks, and a brush for a dog that she doesn't have. She did some research and found something called the brushing scam. That means an online seller buys his or her own products through fake accounts, which they set up. The products are then shipped to the U.S. along with other places. Once the product has been delivered, the retailer gives themselves a good review using that fake account. So you might be asking, what's the harm in getting free packages? Well, experts say it's just another way for scammers to get a hold of your personal information. So if this happens to you, you're encouraged to stop by your local post office and return the package if it has not been opened.
The polls remain open for West Fargo voters in today's school bond referendum. The school district is asking for nearly $107 million to build a new high school and middle school, to upgrade security, to add new classrooms and additions at various schools, and add synthetic turf at all 3 high schools. The polls close at 8 o'clock tonight. Look for results on Valley News Live at 10.
As the bullying numbers climb at schools around the country, what's being done locally to keep it in check? That story later on Valley News Live at 6.
Up next, proof that more help is needed to better service people who aren't sure where their next meal is coming from.
You're watching Valley News Live on TV, online, and on the go. Always on, wherever you are, whenever you need to know. Valley News Live. You're watching Valley News Live on KVLY, your hometown NBC station.
I worked hard for 39 years, 18 driving heavy trucks. When I first saw Sherry in high school, I told my buddy, that's my wife. We can't afford to lose my pension. I have 2 crushed discs, my shoulders are shot, but the government was gonna cut our benefits in half. Heidi's fought like hell for 2,000 of us North Dakota retirees. Kevin Kramer did practically nothing.
I'm Heidi Heitkamp, and I approve this message for everyone who worked this hard.
If your heating system is more than 15 years old, that old furnace may be draining your bank account. At Precision, our signature heating systems will improve your efficiency and come with a 10-year parts and labor warranty.
That means if anything goes wrong with your heating system, it costs you nothing. We believe in it so much, we put our name on it.
Now for a limited time, get 0% financing for well-qualified buyers.
Make the right decision. Call Precision.
You know, life's about setting down roots, finding a place to call home. So when I won big playing the new Vikings scratch game, I bought a house, a plot of land. Actually, 2. And it's more of a lease, really, for 10, hey, maybe even 12 games a year. But how about that view?
How you spend your winnings is up to you. Play the new Vikings scratch games from the Minnesota Lottery. With a top prize of up to $100,000, it pays to be a fan.
Heidi Heitkamp never forgets to talk about her North Dakota values. But in Washington, Heitkamp forgot them and sided with liberals in her party by supporting the disastrous Iran deal, giving over $100 billion to a regime that promotes terrorism, kills American soldiers, and helps Syria's dictator slaughter innocent people with chemical weapons. Those are not our values, they are their values. The RJC is responsible for the content of this advertisement.
Beautiful, energy efficient, and easy cleaning replacement windows. Windows Plus.
The majority of the organizations that help feed hungry people in North Dakota don't have the resources to accomplish their mission.
The Great Plains Food Bank commissioned a study to help them better serve the people who need help ahead of the upcoming holiday season.
The statistic-loaded report finds, among other things, 1 in 9 people in the state go hungry. They visit the food bank an average of 11 times a year, and the number of people who need help is growing.
Our clients are very well educated. They're not homeless. They are working. They're working for more than minimum wage, and I think that was a big surprise for us. They're just not able to get the hours that they need in order to pay all of their bills, and they're making some tough choices every month.
More than 500 people who use the food bank and 175 partner agencies were questioned for the survey.
Showers and a few rumbles of thunder drifting into eastern portions of North Dakota, and an overnight chance of frost in your forecast. Details are next.